No Man's Sky from Hello Games, the game that upon its release in 2016 was best described as a mile wide and an inch deep. With the recent Foundation update, Hello Games has begun to remedy what many gamers considered an incomplete game. While features such as multiplayer were never promised, many features and aspects of the game were outright missing. Whether or not you're still willing to give No Man's Sky a chance with the recent update and the promise of free future updates, one has to wonder what does lie in the future for No Man's Sky. One has to consider that Hello Games has been hard at work on updating their game for free, and not just with bug fixes, but with entirely new features. One also has to admire that they were able to add in features, such as base building, in ways that most people wouldn't have considered. For example, being able to build a base on a planet, and adding in the ability to travel back and forth between that base and space stations you have recently visited. Freighters were also implemented in such a way as to not break from the core gameplay. Assuming Hello Games continues to update their game, the question naturally becomes, what else can be done to improve the game? True, base building and freighters add in a reason to continue to accumulate money and resources, but eventually players will still reach a point where they have bought or built everything and are back to the same repetitive grind of hopping from planet to planet with no goal in sight. An obvious answer to this is to implement multiplayer with some kind of PvP or raid aspect to it. Now, many people will have a problem with the concept of this or even the feasibility of it, but stay with me here for a minute. In any survival or even exploration game where you gather and store resources, there has to be some kind of endgame to work towards. True, No Man's Sky is still mainly an exploration game. However, we already know from the past that this concept on its own is fairly boring. There needs to be a reason to keep gathering resources. There has to be a reason to keep selling and gathering items. In other words, there must be some sort of resource sink to make further play needed and even wanted. Here's an example. Imagine that you and a friend have spent weeks building up your base on a planet rich in resources. You get your farms built and almost have fully upgraded ships. Life is going great, then it seems another clan of explorers has not only found your planet, but have also colonized it. Before you know it, they're making raid attempts on your base and shooting down your aircraft at every turn. At this point, you can either attack back, having to spend time, money, and resources to repel the attackers, or you can simply move to a different planet and start again, bringing your already gathered resources with you. Or imagine you're working together in a fleet. Players have gathered to your system for trading and repairs, and they use the star system as a hub. You are banded together in chat rooms and forums, and together you have created a player-run hub, chasing off hostile NPCs and player pirates. Hell, just imagine being a player pirate for that matter. The point is, there has to be some kind of resource sink that allows you to continue farming with a purpose. While multiplayer may not even be implemented or feasible, it is easily the best way to add to the game's playability and longevity. It would even be a simple matter to get to friendly players' bases, as a Foundation update taught us. Setting up a portal and allowing friends to freely teleport to and from your base shouldn't be too difficult a task, though how this would be hosted is a different story. It's true that multiplayer would require PSN or Xbox Live to access these features for consoles, though for most players I don't believe this would be an issue. Whether or not Hello Games would have to revamp their servers, add in a new multiplayer mode, or whether hosting local would be an option, all points to discuss. Regardless, Hello Games has surprised the gaming community, both negatively and positively, though I'd say the future is looking a little bright. Who knows, by the end of this year, No Man's Sky may not even be recognizable anymore from its initial release. So what do you think about the future of No Man's Sky? Post your comments below, and also please like and subscribe for new videos daily. Also check out our live stream channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.